Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz. I'm here today with another unboxing of the After Tarot. Now, I already had done a video, but it didn't come out right. I was using a different tripod, and honestly, it didn't come out right. So, which is fine because actually there's a couple of things in here that I found different from the other one that I had done, the Before Tarot, that now I kind of know. So I've only seen it once, so it's really going to be like almost seeing it again for the first time. So it's by Pietro, Alligo, Corrine Kenner, and the artwork is by Giulia Francesca Massaglia or Massaglia. I'm not sure. And this is Tarot one moment after. Although some of them are not one moment after. They're a while after. Anyway, this is the box. There is a little bit of glare from my overhead light, but I'll try to minimize that. This is the moon card, clearly. Very pretty, actually. I like the look of these cards. It's very, very similar to the regular Rider-Waite. I mean, they're completely based off of it, so if they weren't similar, that would be a little, silly, actually. Okay, so this is the book. This is the one thing that actually there is a difference in this book as opposed to, I got the other book over here with the Before Tarot. This is the Before Tarot book, the After Tarot book. They're the same size. The boxes are the same size. This one here, let's see. I'll put it right there. This one here, you can see it's got like the cards with the different, like the Before, the regular Rider-Waite, which isn't, this isn't the regular Rider-Waite. This is just, it's very similar, but it's not. I don't know why they use this particular image in it. And unless that's theirs too, I really don't know. And this is the After Tarot. So they do it in like sequence where it's got all three of the cards, because I plan on actually using these three decks kind of together. And they even have it for the not the major arcana, for the regular cards, the minor arcana. Okay, so this book, on the other hand, is different. I'm not a huge fan of the setup on this book. The way they did this book, I'm going to show you, is they got a section on basics, and they have how to read the cards, spreads and layouts. They got a couple of spreads here, which is nice, or at least one that I can see. This looks like you can do the astrology with the cards. I don't really do that, but some people are into that, which is nice too. Okay, so the way they have the cards set up is all by 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and so on. And even the trump cards, the only one that has the description by itself is the Fool. Okay, the other ones all are going to be, I'll show you here, the ones, and they put all the ones together, including the major arcana card. Okay, and that's, I really don't like that. I don't mind if all the ones are together from just the other cards. Like this is the 2s, so you got multiple 2s, and this here is an 11. The X and the 1 equals to 11, so they break it down into a 2. So this one's based a lot more on numerology, which is fine if you're really into that. I don't like the breakdown of it. I really don't. That's my thing. The book itself is fine. It's a nice book. I love the border. I'm just not a fan of how they did this. It's a different system, but it's not for me. I still probably will look through it a little bit and, check out some of the meanings. I found that the meanings are very, standard. I'll read a couple at the end of the video. I'm also going to show you the Before, the regular Rider-Waite, and the After Tarot together. I have four put aside, so you get a gist of how they look differently from each other. So it comes in a nice, the box is nice. It's nice and sturdy. It's a cardboard box. It's kind of large, I mean, if you want to keep the cards separate, it's a little bit on the large side, but It's a nice sturdy box, you know. I've said it a million times. I prefer the small boxes, but hey, that's me. But it depends on the box. There are some small boxes like the regular, oh, what's that brand called? US Games boxes like these. This is where my regular Rider-Waite tarot is in. It's a mess. My cards are fine, but the box gets torn to shreds. Even though it's double packed. I have in a double packet. I have like a little organza thing, I guess, and then like a little tiny makeup bag that I keep them in. Anyway, so here we go. My dog might bark because our mail person's coming up. Oh, he didn't bark. Imagine. So this has 2 extra cards. This looks like a ad for a different tarot deck. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is. And these cards are put out by Los Scarabeo, which is the publishing house. Okay, so look how pretty the backs of these are. Now, these are the backs of these cards. And I'll show you the back of the Before Tarot. They're similar. I really like the backs. I think the backs are absolutely beautiful on either one. All right, so I'm going to start showing them to you. And like I said, I'll put a few of them together at the end, and I'll read a couple of little things just so you guys have an idea of how the book is set up or how the descriptions are set up. Okay, so I'm going to start with Fool and go on from there. So the Fool. Remember, these are the after ones. So the Magician, the High Priestess, although I don't see much difference here. I would have to read up on it, but I really don't from the regular one. The Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant. I don't see much difference here either. It's very similar. The Lovers. This one's neat. This one, she's giving him, this is supposed to be Adam and Eve, and she's giving him the apple. And you see the angel there with the sword ready to throw them out of the garden. Oh boy. And this is the Chariot. And here they're walking, whereas usually they're kind of, I wouldn't say laying down, sitting down, I suppose. Strength. The Hermit. He's got a snake instead of a staff, and I don't believe there's a dog in any of the other one. Well, or the other one, I should say, not any of the other, but the other one. Wheel of Fortune. This one also looks very similar. Justice. This one is different because the regular Justice does not have people there, I don't believe. This one's nice too. The Hangman. Death. Now this one's kind of sad because it looks like the little kid's been taken out. See it? Everybody's gone except for the lady now. And the little kid was the only one that was really unafraid. Why does that look like pizza to me? I can't tell what that is. But it looks like pizza. Pepperoni pizza. That's funny. I'm not even hungry. Temperance. The Devil. Look at this. They gave in. They gave in. The Tower. The Star. She's gone in full steam ahead. The Moon. The Sun. Now there's 2 little kids here and no horse. Judgment. The World. Ace of Cups. I like that. It's got the heart and the dove. I think that's really pretty. The Two of Cups. I love that. It's beautiful. 3 of Cups, which to me this one looks very, very similar to the regular Rider-Waite Tarot, so I don't really see much difference there. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. This one here, she's opened up the, I want to say it's a ciborium, I forget what it's called, in the Catholic Church where they keep the hosts. That's what it looks like to me. And is that a fish in her hand? Yep, that's a fish in her hand right there. Don't mind my nails. I've been repotting plants and doing all kinds of things, and my nails get all stained. But that's what that is. And now she, instead of her looking at it, trying to figure out what's in it, she's found out what's in it. It's a fish. Okay, King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Oh, look, what he was working on is all done. And it was a statue. How pretty. Four of Cups. This one's definitely, I'm sorry, that's the Three of Pentacles. If I said cups, I got the cups on the brain. And this one's the Four of Pentacles. And in this, I really like this card because it's, you know, you cannot take it with you. You can't take it with you. I like that. Five of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Look, he finished that too. Oops, sorry, just whacked the camera. Nine of Pentacles. Her bird's gone. Is this, oh, the snail is still there. What is she doing? Oh, she's picking grapes. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Is that supposed to be a gnome? I think so. The Knight of Pentacles. There's not much difference between this Knight and the regular Knight of Pentacles, in my view. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, bunny's running here, but this one's very similar as well. The King of Pentacles. This one's different. This one has the large bull here, and he's actually, looks like he's being pretty tender with it. All right. Ace of Wands. This one's very different. The salamander. I wonder what that means. I'm gonna have to look that up. And the Two of Wands. I like how there's a lady here now. Partner. I like that. Three of Wands. Four of Wands. This one looks very similar. Five of Wands. I like this one because they're no longer fighting. It looks like they've taken a break. Six of Wands. Now, the fighting's gone over to Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. Now he's got a friend to help him out. Ten of Wands. Finally laid down his burden. Or he dropped it. Okay. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. Still very similar. Let me fix this a little bit here. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Ace of Wands. Okay, yeah. Ace of Swords. I just want to make sure I didn't overlook anything. And if by chance I say the wrong suit, which would not be unusual for me, just you guys can tell what it is by looking at it. So Two of Swords, Three of Swords. It's all bandaged up. I like that. Four of Swords, Five of Swords, This one looks very similar to the regular one, so I don't see much difference. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. I love this. I find that so funny. What is on this nail? Hang on one second here. Oh, I think it's pen. It's pen or something. Like I said, I've been doing stuff around the house. God only knows what's in there. It's probably it's either dirt from the plants or something. I was doing something with a pen. Anyway, he thinks he got away, and look, he's caught. You don't get away for long. Eventually, you get caught. And this is the 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. I like this one. He's using one of the swords to slay his demon there. You have the power. And the 10 of Swords. Page of Swords. Now this page actually gives me more of a feminine vibe to it, even though it's supposed to be more of a male card. I don't know, it just gives me that vibe. Let's see, Knight of Swords. Oh, he's gotten to his mission, and this Knight of Swords, he's always out of his head. Never, doesn't think too clearly, just does. Queen of Swords. I like this Queen of Swords because she's holding the thing up, and there's a butterfly right there. I think that's neat. She gets a bad rap, the Queen of Swords. She's just smart, and she doesn't put up with the BS from people. Good for her. And the King of Swords. All right, so those are your cards. This deck is a nice deck. It is a pretty thick deck, much thicker than my regular Rider-Waite, which I'm gonna grab right now so you guys can see the difference. This is my regular Rider-Waite deck, and I mean, it's almost got another, I want to say it's about a 1/4 inch. And I like these cards. This Rider-Waite deck, I think, even though they're thin, they're typically thin, I think it's the coating on them. It's almost like a plasticky coating, so they feel like they I mean, I've used this a lot, and they're just starting to have some wear on them. Which, I mean, I've had this deck for over 2 years now, and it's still in excellent condition. These will be fine as well. I mean, these are thicker. I mean, these are definitely a thicker card. I don't know if they'll shuffle the same way, because although there is, yeah, they probably will, now that I look at it. Yeah, this is a nice deck. I'm going to show you the difference in the cards. There's only a little bit of a difference in size. I have some here. Let me see which ones. Okay, so this is my regular Rider-Waite deck, and this is from the Before Tarot, and I'll show you here. If I put it here, they're just a teeny bit longer. It's hard to see, but see how they're just a teeny bit longer, and a teeny bit. The Rider-Waite is a teeny bit wider, so that's really the difference. They're basically almost the same deck. They're just a teeny bit smaller. And I was going to grab these cards so you guys could see how they look differently. So let me just go over here to the, oopsie, let's see. I'm going to keep them in order for now, so it'll be easier to find what I need to find. Okay, here's the ones. So go to the 10. Okay, so there's the 10. Oh my goodness, they're almost too big. They're falling out of my hands. So this is the before, one moment before, the regular Rider-Waite, and the moment after. There's that one. I'm going to grab the Fool. I'm going to do the same thing with the Fool card. This one's easy because it's right there. See, this one I actually find entertaining, because he actually did go off the cliff. But you know what? He's not paying any attention. Excuse me. He's still focusing on that flower. And the dog is still like, hey, what are you doing? I find it funny. Okay. And then I'm going to do the devil. Because I find the devil card very entertaining in this after tarot deck. Well, okay, I'm making a mess over here, but okay. I'm going to show you. I like, where is the devil? That is number 15, I think. Yeah, 15, there we go. All right, so not much of a difference between this one and this one. Although this one, it's more like, oh, it feels like more of a yanking. I'm forcing you to do this. Here, it's almost like I've accepted the situation. It is, you know, I'm okay with it. I'm staying here voluntarily. And here, they've completely given in. I find this very funny. Okay, and then I'm going to do the 8 of Swords as well. Push those up there. 8 of Swords. Swords is in the last. Here it is. And here, with the 8 of Swords. Hold on a second. I gotta put these in order, or it's gonna be a pain to put them back in order again. I like to keep them in order until I actually need to welcome the deck and bless it. Anyway, so she's being put into this prison, and here she is stuck in it. You know, it's prison of your mind. And here, she actually got a friend to come and help her out. So she's able to escape. So it's just, I like the way it is. It's like, you know, the before, the regular, or the during, and the after. So, all right. I'm going to pull out the book. Let's see, which one am I going to read from? You know what? I'm going to do the devil. And I'm going to do the 10 of Wands. How's that? Real quick. And that's the after book. Let's see. Oops. I am so sorry. Like I said, I'm still dealing with this little ricky-dicky little thing, but unfortunately it works out better for my situation because I'm kind of short, so it's hard to work with a very sturdy tripod because I don't have the length in my arms or my legs, even when I sit, to be able to be as creative with it as I really can be. Oh, look, I pulled right up to the devil. Look at that. All right. So here's the devil, and I believe this would be a 15. So this would be a 6 card, right? Yep, that's a 6 card. And, okay, so it's this card here. I'll hold it, and I will read from the book for those of you who would like to hear what the book says. And if you're done with the cards, thank you for spending some time with me, and I hope you have a good time. Good time. I hope you have a good afternoon or day or whatever it is. And I hope to see you soon. Take care. And those who are staying here with me, thank you. And I'm going to start reading now. The devil represents the dark and shadowy side of our existence. With tongue firmly in cheek, he demonstrates how a selfish devotion to material possessions and ill-conceived passions can tie us down and keep us from true happiness. Here's the card description. Glaringly malevolent, a giant, red-skinned demon blesses the carnal union of a nude couple at his feet. The devil's torch provides just enough light to make out the frightful details of his appearance as well as theirs. 2 gnarled horns, like a ram's, protrude from the devil's knobbly, bald head. His forehead is furrowed, and his pupils are dilated like a cat's. He has pointed ears and a long, pointed chin that ends in a wiry goatee. 2 hideous bat wings sprout from his shoulders. What? Hideous bat wings? I like bats. I don't think bats are hideous. 2 hideous bat wings sprout from his shoulders, while his upper body is slim and sinewy. His legs are covered in fur like a goat. Instead of his feet, he has talons that grasp the pedestal on which he is perched. From the shadows, a legion of demons grin in the darkness. One of them is a serpent that first tempted Adam and Eve into sin. See demons in there. It's hard to, honestly, it's easier to see on camera because the camera brings it up closer than to actually see it in the card, especially with my eyeballs lately. So the symbolism, okay, actually there's a lot of symbolism. I'm going to show you, just flipped it. I'm going to show you the book, okay. This is this page here, and then it goes, this is all the symbolism. Okay, and the suggested interpretations, which I'm going to do that. It's be wary of pleasures of the flesh. Be careful around drugs and alcohol. Watch out for snakes in the grass. You might be entrapped yourself. You might have entrapped yourself. You can free yourself from past mistakes. So that's the suggested interpretations of keywords. Let's see what we got going on here. The devil symbolizes the wickedness of slavery, entrapment, violence, fraud, trickery, and schemes that cause him to harm others. Three-quarter others. Others 3/4. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there. That I don't understand what that would be doing there. Let's see. And schemes that cause harm to others. 3/4. I'm guessing that that is some sort of typo. Although it's just as frequently describes the inherent evil in allowing oneself to be enslaved by sin, shame, guilt, denial, and inhibitions. Believe it or not, the devil is actually one of the 4 archangels in the tarot deck. He is Uriel. I have never heard this before. And his name means flame of God. Most people, however, know the devil is Lucifer. The name means bearer of light. Both names remind us that the darkness defines light and makes it possible to discern the difference between good and evil. And then it goes on to the inverted pentagram, the bat-like wings. It says here the devil's bat-like wings demonstrate that he is a creature of darkness, a frightening specter who can spread panic, disease, and fear. I'm not sure I agree with some of this stuff, to be honest with you, but hey, everybody has their own interpretations of what that card means, which is fine. If that's just what's in the book, I'm reading some of it to you. Like, I know the tarot pretty well, so I more than likely won't use the book. I may occasionally read something, but 90% of the time I won't. I'll just stick to my own. I read a lot of it intuitively because it's strange, but sometimes this card may not mean anything having to do with anything that just said. It may literally mean we're going to have a cookout tonight and we're going to see bats. I mean, it could literally mean that. I'm not saying it's going to, but it's just one of those things that occasionally you'll get some crazy interpretation that doesn't even apply. Okay, so we're going to do number 10 here. 10 of Wands. Go to the 10s. What is it? The 9s. Okay, where were the 10s? Come on. Is Wheel of Fortune in the 10s? Yeah. All right, so the 10 of Wands. I will hold it and read just a quick little description. Now, these descriptions are smaller because this is not a major arcana card. So this one I should be able to read relatively quickly for you, unless I run into another strange typo. Unless it's not a typo and I just couldn't figure that out. But I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's a typo. I don't know why 3/4 would be thrown in there. Anyway, okay, here we go. The 10 of Wands, get it together. The 10 of Wands is the card of perseverance, even in the face of confusion and dismay. A laborer sits and leans against a solitary timber like a crutch while he looks down at a nine. Okay, so I'm finding some, what do you call it, typos in this book. Because it's supposed to say while he looks down at 9 other wands, but it says here while he looks down at a 9 other wands. So there are some typos. I actually believe the other one had some typos as well. Some of the stuff I read, but this one's funny that I'm catching it. So anyway, it doesn't take away from the deck. It just gets a little confusing at first. So let's start again and see what happens. A laborer sits and leans against a solitary timber like a crutch while he looks down at 9 other wands that have fallen in disarray. He's found a convenient place to lay down his burden, relax his back, and find reports and time to systemize. Find reports. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if it's me or if it's just the way it's written. And find reports and time to systemize, reorganize, and rearrange his work. There is a house in the background which could be his final destination. When he catches his breath, he can make a short walk of the remaining task at hand. So the key symbols are: the Ten of Wands symbolize the burden of work and obligation. The worker is a beast of burden, more valued for his brawn than his brain. His expression demonstrates that he has other plans for his life. He'll be able to think his way out of this mess. The rock he's sitting on gives him grounding and stability. The cottage in the background is a refuge and place of rest. Let's see, I've got to move it a certain way to be able to read the rest. Traditionally, the Ten of Wands was called the card of oppression. Astrologically, it is associated with Saturn, the ringed planet of boundaries and structure. It's also the father planet. In Sagittarius, the fiery sign of long distance travel and philosophy. Suggested interpretations: you'll have to do some heavy lifting, have a plan to make the job easier, work smart, not hard, push through, finish strong. Okay, so that's it for the interpretation of that and the write-up on it. Like I said, I found one little typo in there that I could see. It's nice. The deck's fine. Like I said, the book's not a big deal. To me, you know, it may have a couple of typos. I don't like the setup of it, but that's really not the reason I got the deck. I got the deck for the deck because it is very, very, very much based on Rider-Waite. It's just a little bit of a different interpretation because it's an after card, and I do like the setup of it. You know, I find them fun, that you have the before, the during, and the after. And I honestly can't wait to use these three decks together to see what kind of stuff I get out. So anyway, that is my little spiel today. Thank you for spending time with me. I'm sorry it's gone so long, but I think with me reading at the end of the videos and reading at the end from the book, that you guys get an idea of the writing of the author of these decks, whatever deck I'm doing at the time. And I think that that's, for some people, it's very helpful. For others, it's like me, who don't bother to read a lot of the books, not a big deal. But some people have asked me to do that, so I'm glad to do it. And I thank you for watching with me, or I should say for watching me. And I hope you have a blessed day. Blessings, and thank you so very much. Take care.